Yo, what is going on, guys? So it is November 16th, about 12:30 a.m. in the morning, and I'm finally doing my Red Dead Redemption 2 full game review. And I know I'm late. I definitely know I'm late. I've had this game beat, completed, 100% story done for about a week now. I've had this background gameplay that you guys are watching done since I beat the game, so about a week, a little less than a week, and it's just been sitting here, and I've been playing COD, and I've been doing end game stuff in this, exploring all that stuff, and I just never got to it. But I was sitting down, I'm actually uploading another video right now, and I was like, dude, I gotta get this out. Anyways, let's start with the cons of this game. I gotta make this quick. It's only a 9-minute video, so it's gonna be quick. So cons. Let's talk about. Let's get the cons out the way, because this game doesn't have much, but it definitely has some to me that bothered me. They might be weird to some people. Some people just love this game and they're sucking it dry, but I definitely had some problems with this game. First things first, the game. I mean, it looks beautiful. We'll get into that, but it doesn't run beautifully. There's a couple of times where you're trying to run and stuff, and your character just takes his own mind of its own, and he kind of goes off in his own way. Example, when you hop on a horse and you follow the tracks, like if you can see in the bottom left corner of the map, those black grayish lines, that's like the road. You just follow those. You don't hit trees, you don't hit anything. They're just flat dirt roads that you can just follow. They're the safest, but they're not always the fastest. So sometimes if you want to travel how the hawk flies, is that the saying, or how the hawk travels? But you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying. I learned in English one time. I don't think that's what that means. I think it's what it means, but I don't think I'm saying it right. Anyways, if you want to take off-road, go through the forest, cut straight through and get to somewhere faster, you got to cut through the forest. Go off-road. But when you do that and you go through the forest, your horse gets a mind of its own, and it takes off and it runs into trees constantly. And I'm always falling and flying off my horse, going 50 feet in the air, and it's annoying, because sometimes when I go off-road and I try to go somewhere quick and I fall off my horse, I got to restart a mission, or I got to restart something. So it is annoying. It's the movement. To me, I've never been a fan of Rockstar movement. I've had total about 5 hours, probably less than 5. I'll give 5 hours tops, but most likely 5 hours less playtime in GTA 5. So I'm not really used to Rockstar movement. I never liked it. I hate the aiming. I hate the third person movement in general. I think the best third person movement to me is Assassin's Creed, but I love Assassin's Creed. I played every single one, so maybe I'm a little biased. But just the movement and the aiming, I hate. I hate that I gotta tap X to run. I don't know why, but it bothers me. Like I said, some of these pet peeves, some of these cons that I have are more personal things, so they might seem weird to some people. Some people might agree. I know I'm kind of going everywhere with the cons, but that's just what I feel about the game. I hate the running. I hate how I have to tap X. I hate the movement sometimes. When you go to take cover, it doesn't take cover how you want it to, but then it will run somewhere else. The mechanics of the game, to me, sometimes feel off. Like taking cover, riding your horse, tapping X to run. There's just little things that bother me. That's really it for mechanics of the game. Story-wise, we'll get into that right now. Con of the story, I don't really like how they ended it, and ending as in endgame-wise. Spoilers, by the way, if you didn't know. I mean, a full game review obviously probably means spoilers, so I hope you guys do know that. So Arthur Morgan dies, all that good stuff. I did love the ending, how Arthur Morgan dies, he realizes he is truly a good man, blah, blah, blah. Nice, peaceful ending. We get it. Arthur Morgan's a good man. I actually like the character Arthur Morgan. I like him more than John, to be honest. I do not like the end game with John. I do like kind of how they set up how he gets his farm, all that stuff. It's just what the end game's 5-6 hours. I don't even know how long the actual end game is, but I do like how they kind of do a backstory and how he gets his farm, which leads up right to the point where the feds come to his house and make him the deal. You got to go back to, well, he's actually already in Blackwater, but you got to go find Dutch. It leads up to that point right before Red Dead 1. But once you get to the end game in this game, there's nothing to do really. You lose all your kind of progression and stuff when you, after you're done playing with Arthur. I mean, after you're done playing Arthur, he dies. You kind of lose everything. I remember I had a Penelope Braithwaite story mission going on, and then once I died with Arthur, it went away, and I was kind of curious on how that was gonna end. It was a side mission, like she sent you mail, or she sent Arthur Morgan mail, and you read it, and she was like, blah blah blah, come deliver this. And I wanted to finish these storylines, or these side missions I should say, and I couldn't finish them because it took it away in the end game. And I kind of get that. I mean, the main character is dead, you're a whole new person. I mean, you can't really take over somebody else's life, so I kind of get that the story missions got to go away. But I feel so bored in the end game. I hop on the game now with John Marston, and I beat the epilogue, so I'm just riding around. I mean, sometimes a stranger will pop up and I'll go to him, but it's not intriguing anymore. I just need more, and I think that, I think that's good, because that proves how good of a game this is. It was such a good game that I need more stuff to do, and I really want more. So I want to play the game. I really want to get on the game every day and play it, but I can't because I finished the epilogue and everything, and now I'm just sitting riding around my horse for an hour, riding around in circles looking at the map with John Marston. I can't do anything. So they need to release multiplayer soon, or else I'm gonna get mad. I need some Red Dead in my life. I really do want to play it. But all in all, that's the only problems what I have with the game. Pros of the game. Shout out to Rockstar for making the game look beautiful. It really does kind of embody that old Western feel. I mean, the game looks good. The nighttime, the snow, the daytime, the shadows, everything in the game makes it look real. Especially when you play in first person, everything is proportional, if that makes sense. Like, if in first person, when you walk up to a horse, the horse actually looks big as fuck, like it would in real life. Things are actually proportioned to what you would actually see in real life when you play in first person, which I kind of like, and the graphics look amazing in first person, but I never really did. I played in the close third person, like the closest third person you can. That's the one I played in. I like that one the best. I know one of my friends played the farthest third person because he could see more. It's all personal preference. I do like how the way the game looks. The second best thing I like about this game is how you actually get drawn into the character. I truly like Arthur Morgan, like I said, more than John Marston. People always said, like, throughout the story, like, he's a bad man, blah blah blah. I mean, you are an outlaw, you did bad things, you probably all in all are a bad man, but like at the end of the game, your character himself, Arthur Morgan, kind of comes to peace with himself and figures out that I'm really not that bad of a man. And you could kind of tell that throughout the game. Like, throughout the story missions, you kind of realize that I'm actually playing as a good person. So it made the game more intriguing. It made you want to play more. It wasn't like there was a story with context behind it. You know what I'm saying? The character actually had some emotions, some feelings, some backstory behind him. I like how they made Arthur Morgan. I like how they made him. I don't want to say relatable. I'm kind of blanking out on the words here, man. It is 12:30, going on 1 a.m. I just like how they drew you in with Arthur Morgan. Now they didn't. Not really con, but one thing I did notice, they don't really have too many interactions with the gang. I mean, some people. It was kind of weird because all the guys really had like a side story in the game. None of the women really had side stories. And then some guys really had like no side stories at all. Like Peterson, I believe that's his name, the chef, really didn't have that much of a side story. I mean, you kind of learn about each member of the gang here and there. But all in all, there wasn't really like deep background behind the gang, which I'm not really complaining about. The game's already 60 something hours long. More backstory behind gang members and stuff like that would just make this game 100 hours long. But yeah, I do like how they made Arthur Morgan I keep wanting to say relatable character, but someone that fans could actually like and enjoy the game and enjoy the person that they're playing in the game. That's really all I gotta say. There's not really much I can judge off of end game wise. I'm just waiting on multiplayer. When multiplayer comes out, we're gonna be making so many videos, so that's the only thing I'm gonna be playing. Other than that, man, the game, it draws you in. It has a good ending, Arthur Morgan wise. After that, once you play as John Marston, the epilogue, it's cool and all. It's cool how it shows you how Red Dead 1 happens. Anyways, I hope you guys did like this video. I can't even speak, man. It's getting late. I need to go to bed. Leave a like, subscribe. It's your boy LA. Get the game. Play it. It's a blast. It draws you in. It's fun. It's addicting. All in all, I give this game 9 out of 10, to be honest. It's your boy LA. Peace.